Yo, what's going on, guys? Today's Prime Day. Tomorrow's Prime Day. There's all kind of deals going on right now. I wanted to hop on here. What we're gonna do for Prime Day this year is, this time around is we're gonna make short, quick live streams, and they're gonna immediately go over to YouTube itself for publishing and stuff, so you can go and check them out. And I thought instead of giving you every brand, everything at once, what we're gonna do is gonna separate them into mini episodes, I guess you would call them. So I wanted to start with some mics. FIFINE. I figured I've done a lot of FIFINE stuff on here, so why not start there and give you just some quick. I picked 5. I didn't want to keep the video too long or anything like that, so we're gonna go 5, and then later on I'll hop on, I'll do Mayano or I'll do Elgato, whatever deals I find for the next 2 days on brands themselves. I might, combine some controllers or something like that if there's not a whole lot of going on there and stuff. But I wanted to get on here and show you real quick and show you some of the deals that are going on. Now, if there's something that's not really on sale or something like that, keep in mind it's the very first day of Prime Day and stuff. So you can save this video and then come back to it and use the links later and stuff like that. By the way, the links are affiliate. They help me out. I'm hopping on here. I'm going to do this as quickly as possible, not waste your time. So if you want to use the links below, you can. I really appreciate it. But for video 1 here, we're going to be talking about FIFINE. The first thing on the list is the D6. Now, this is pretty much a 15 key Elgato Stream Deck. Let's just be completely real with it. The software isn't as pristine as Elgato, I will say that right off the rip, but for what you're getting for $55, I think it's a really, really good a really good piece of equipment, especially if you're starting out, workflow and stuff like that, setting up things to do things automatically for you, connecting. I don't know if one of the things that they didn't do last time was connect smart devices. I remember in my update video, I think you were able to do that, but you had to kind of like jump through hoops. So I'm hoping eventually they update it where you can connect Govee smart plugs and stuff like that. That will be literally game changer. But for the most part, it does a pretty good job here. The other thing I will say about it, you do got the RGB lights and stuff on it, but you can stream from it. You can open apps from it. You can close apps. You can control things in your game. You can control your stream deck, or your stream, like I do here with. It does everything. You can turn your volume up, turn your volume down. It literally does everything. It's just a piece of equipment. Is if you're streaming, you're making content, or you're just trying to manage your workflow. I stand by these types of devices all day. I've done these devices, the Elgato Stream Deck on my channel multiple times, and I'll stand by them until the day I die, because they just do so many different things. But this is $55 right now. You can check it throughout Prime Day and stuff and see if it drops even more in price. But $55 for a 15 key stream deck. I think Elgato's is like 100 and something. So take that for what it's worth. Again, software isn't as refined as Elgato's. That's just Elgato's got them there. They're gonna have pretty much everybody in that category. But for $55 starting out, especially if you're new and you don't have a lot of money to want to spend, or you don't want to spend a bunch of money on this because maybe it's just a hobby for you, definitely check out the FIFINE D6. Moving on down the list is the FIFINE AM8 microphone. True and true, one of the best mics that you can buy starting out. Typically, the mic itself, you can probably find it for around $45 or so, but you can get it with a arm for $57. Maybe it's more like $50 by itself. I can't remember the price. I haven't looked at the pricing in a long time, but you can see it. You get the arm, you get the mic. The mic is a good sounding mic. A lot of creators use this mic to this day because it works. It works for USB, and it also works for XLR. So if you want to buy a mic that's going to be upgradable in the future, that you can just take on down the road with you, this is it. This is the mic you can use. So for $57.99 or 79 cents for a mic and a boom arm combo from FIFINE, I think that's pretty good. I'm definitely not mad at that at all. Let's move on to the next one, which is the K688. This is my favorite. Back in the day when I first started streaming and YouTubing and all that, my favorite mic from FIFINE. I think it sounded the best. I think it was the best, and I think it it still definitely has a place. They have redesigned this mic. They have done some things with the pop filter, or the not the pop filter, but the I'm having a brain fart here, but they've done some stuff, re-engineered it a little bit to even make it sound better, because some of the first models had a little bit of an issue, but they listened to the people creating videos for their products and actually fixed it. And I love that about FiFINE. But the K688 is a all-around good sounding mic. It won Mic of the Year back in 2023 or something like that. So it's definitely just a great mic. USB XLR at the same time. It does have mic monitoring. The AM8 has mic monitoring on it as well. There's a lot of different things you can do to it. This doesn't come with a boom arm or anything like that, so you would definitely need to either have I think it's the BM6 or something like that. Actually have them sending that out to me, the stand itself, or you would just buy a stand. Okay, from right here, I wasn't planning on this, but while we're here, we might as well look at this. So you can get the whole kit for $63.99, and that's with the boom arm, just like you saw there, and it comes with everything. And that's versus and I'll throw this link below to $51. So, if you want to spend the other $13 and get the boom arm with it, you can, unless you already have a boom arm. And then if you're just looking for an upgrade of a mic, capacitor, mute on it and stuff like that, then definitely check it out, because it is definitely one of my favorite sounding mics from FiFINE. Then moving on, now if you were using USB and you're looking into getting XLR or getting a board and stuff, I just did a review on this board. It's a pretty good board. I have had no issues out of it. It definitely packs a punch as well. I was able to use my Tank 1 on it, which is a gain hungry mic, and it pushed it no problem. Sound coming out of it's good. I'm actually in the middle, for you YouTuber or for your Xbox guys out there and gals, I'm in the middle of creating a video on how to use this specific board on the Xbox with USB mic, or an XLR mic, actually not a USB mic, an XLR mic with this board on Xbox. I have it. I'm in the middle of working it now. I've tested it out. It works. You do have all your customizations right here for you setting up different sound bites and stuff like that. It works. You can record into the board with your cell phone. You can record into the board with your PC. You can record into the board from just talking. And it will save those recordings and do it. All the AI voices on here, they're all gimmicky, but I have fun with them. While I was testing this out, there was so many people I was trolling and stuff, and it was just a lot of fun testing it out. They added mute buttons. Well, they already had mute buttons, but they put mute buttons on the actual dials themselves, so that's pretty nice. So all the way around, the only thing it doesn't have is Bluetooth. So like if you want the Bluetooth option, you don't really get that here. But the board for itself is a really pretty good board. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. It's $64.99. I think it was around that price, if I'm being completely honest, when I made the video. So just see if that price drops a little bit. I mean, $65 for the board's not a bad price in my personal opinion anyways. But if you're looking to possibly find it better on sale, just stick around and see if they drop it itself. Last thing I'll say about it is it does work on PlayStation plug and play, PC plug and play, of course. And again, I am making a video for it for Xbox as we speak. Well, not as we speak, because I would be in the middle of doing that. Anyhow, moving on to item 5. I think that was all the items. Yeah. Okay. So this is the last item here. You can see I actually bought this one. They sent it to me. I lost it. I think I accidentally threw it away, and I had to go and buy it. They didn't even know about that. So if you're watching this FiFINE, I was embarrassed, so I just went and bought another one, and I'm using it. This is literally the boom arm I have used since they sent it out to me. Full transparency, another brand hasn't sent me a better one. Well, technically since I bought it, but I haven't had another one sent out to me that I like better. So this is the one I use. It's a low profile. I have it like this, so when I'm sitting back here doing brand videos for UGC and stuff, I can do vertical videos and still be is centered and plenty of room and stuff. But the boom arm itself, I like it. It's pretty good. It's wore out over the year, but you can see it still holds up. This mic is a heavy mic. This is the Mayana PD400X, and it holds it pretty well. I've had to tighten it a little bit here and there, but this is like a over two pound mic. So this is a super heavy mic, and it still holds up, and it's still doing pretty good to today. So for $40, I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know. Again, some of these prices are probably around the same price, but look for them to drop. If you're looking at this and you're checking it out, you can always add the item to your cart. You know, any of these items, and just pay attention to see if any of them drop while they're on during Prime Day for the next 2 days. But in any case, yeah, this is super quick, super easy. I'm going to do a few of these. I don't know how many. I'm just going to try to do as many as I can throughout the day, throughout tomorrow, and just put them up. So this one was just for FIFINE. I know Mayana's got some deals out. I know Ozbot has some deals out. I know controllers are going to have some deals out. So I'm just trying to compile everything together for you guys and gals. Throw the videos together, get them out. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned, feel free to ask those questions in the comment. I'll try to answer every question I possibly can. And I'll see you guys in the, well, I guess the next stream.